So I keep hearing, wanna take you for a ride on a big jet plane. And it's like not a normal plane, it's like a cosmic energy, cosmic plane, y'all. Good morning. What's up, y'all? I feel like somebody's being taken on, like an awakening or like a spiritual journey, or so, just like something that feels like uncomfortable, inspiring, otherworldly, exciting, intimidating, but it's like an emotional, spiritual thing, maybe somebody's muse or something like that. What's up, Grand Rising? Hey Tracy, hey Tiffany, what's up, y'all? Alright guys, we are about to get some messages. So yeah, maybe that's significant. Wanna take you for a ride on a big jet plane. I don't know, I feel like somebody's gonna start getting excited about life again because they're gonna start tapping into like their creativity, or like believing that they can actually try things and do them, and like, figure out ways to even maybe monetize certain things, or like maybe they have found a muse. I feel like it's a muse energy, y'all, which is really awesome. Like when you find an energy or something that it just like inspires you and it keeps inspiring you. It's great. Which is the opposite of like energy vampires, y'all. So yeah. If this is like a partner thing, or like somebody that wants to be partners with somebody, or maybe it's a best friend thing, I don't know, but like whatever it is, there's some kind of like inner child connection to these two energies, something like that. So let's see. All right guys, welcome to the channel. Good morning. If you're new here, welcome. If not, welcome back. I'm Misunderstood Siren. I'm an energy reader. Okay, we're about to tap in with an energy check first. After that, I'll be available for some questions, as well as I'm still running my discounted rates for the live reads. My minis are going for 15, my fulls are going for 30. So if at any point you would like to do one of those, just let me know in the comments and you will be bumped to priority. In between the readings, I'm going to put my information up and all that stuff. Okay, so without further ado, let's see. All right. Okay. What numbers are significant, Spirit? 20. Okay. Somebody could be born on the 20th, be 20 years old, be life path 2. Hold on. Okay, February 20th could be significant. The number 22 could be significant. Life path 2 or 4. 220 could be like, a unit or an address, or you put it where it fits, y'all, okay? February could be significant. What is that? Is that Aquarius or Pisces? The 20th. One of those. Alright, let me get one on the big die, please. 99. I got 99 problems, but a bitch ain't one. Yeah. Maybe somebody's single. Maybe they're focusing on themselves for once. Or maybe they're just around good energy and like they don't have to worry about bitches taking advantage of them. I don't know. Maybe something's at 99%. It's like we're almost there. Okay. Angel number 99 could be significant. Maybe 992 area code, or 929, 299. Okay. Put it where it fits, y'all. What initials, first, middle, last, please? R. B. Bird. Maybe somebody's cold. JB. RJ. BJ. Any of those initials, first, middle, last. This could be you, them, or who they're dealing with. Okay. What house is significant for this? Oh, your phone is on 99%. There we go with the confirmations, y'all. That's what I'm talking about. So maybe angel number 99 is significant, which implies that something's like, you know, with all endings come new beginnings. So it's about to be at the end of something, but something new is going to start. So maybe doors can be opening. Maybe somebody's getting ready to like end a chapter, like that's maybe difficult, but will promote a ton of growth, because I feel like maybe something's been outgrown, or like it's just maybe somebody completed something like college, or maybe something is almost there. It's just about there. Okay, let's see. What house? Sagittarius. Okay. Jupiter energy. So this could be about, yeah, this would go under a spiritual awakening or something, like I mentioned. This is like, you know, higher consciousness, y'all. This is also about distant travel, philosophy. So it's like a philosophical energy. Maybe somebody is, you know, it's like a muse energy, or like they're inspired, like they're looking through a different lens, and I feel like it's cosmic, and they want to go on the ride, even though it's scary. It's like this would be somebody who would be way more inclined to go on the craziest roller coaster, but this feels really intimidating, but also like they can't maybe say no. Maybe God's involved, y'all. Anyway, you could be dealing with Sagittarius. This could be you, y'all. Or this could just be what this house is about. So, you know, higher education, intellectual framework, expanded consciousness. Okay, Jupiter is all about your personal expansion process of your realm and horizons. Good luck, good fortune, house of optimism, confidence, and pride. Okay, so somebody might be getting like actual confidence, not the kind that you just like pretend. And maybe that is serving as a muse. Like they're finding their real authentic mojo, y'all. Okay, let's see. What house do we need more of? 4. Cancer energy, y'all. Emotional, home, and nurturing. Okay. So yeah, somebody needs more of that in their life. I feel like most of us always land on that. It's not a surprise. The world needs more maternal energy, like real, healthy, truly kind maternal energy. But people are so apprehensive to even like go there because they've been so hurt and burned, y'all, and they don't trust maternal energy anymore. And it's more safe for some people even to make fun of it, which is really sad, really fucking sad shit. So I feel like what's being done here is the opposite, which is the healing route. But you know, everybody's access to that is a different moment, or a different time, a different trigger, you know what I mean? It's everybody's unique to that. And also it just depends how many times you've ran it over here. Like how many times have you been here before? Have you completed your lessons? Like, are you ancient or are you a baby, you know? So yeah, that's cool. I like the vibe. I feel like it's a growth vibe. I feel like it's exciting. I feel like this has been a long time coming, maybe, or just like somebody could have resisted this for a long time. Like I said, they could have even made fun of it. I don't know. We'll see. I feel like somebody's down to the wire, though. They don't have any other choice. And it's like once they actually give themselves like a centimeter of actually entertaining the thought, they get excited or something. I don't know. It's like, it's interesting, y'all. All right. Somebody could be born in 94 or be 49. Okay. 420. Somebody could be 420 friendly. All right. Let's see. Let's get something on the Astrodice. Grand Rising, bro. What's up? Okay. Cancer and Neptune. Ooh. That's a maternally, you know, spiritual energy. Maybe that's what's inspiring this. Let's see. Or maybe somebody, yeah, okay. Somebody could be Capricorn sun sign. Okay. Maybe somebody does this for work, or they would be good at it. Okay, yeah. This is a very, like, self-actualizing energy, y'all. Mercury in Aquarius, that's like somebody is best at expressing themselves when they allow themselves to shine, even if it seems far-fetched or left field. It's like it's best if somebody at least tries to do things their own way. They're not supposed to fit the mold, but you know, sometimes society breaks your ass down and you get too timid to do that, which is a travesty. Okay, it goes against the whole point. So okay, I like it. Cool, y'all. Let's see. I'm into it, y'all. What is going on here? Oh yeah, let's pick a word. What's the word? What is the word? Give me the word, y'all. Voice. Somebody could be using their voice or listening to their inner voice or listening to their guides or maybe listening to somebody's voice that inspires them, like a muse or something like this. Okay, because you know, certain voices, y'all, especially ancient people, like people that have ancient and arcane knowledge, y'all, I don't care what their voice sounds like. There's something that's cosmic about like the way they deliver messages, the way they put things, the way that they make you think. It's like there's something different about it, and that's how you kind of know that there's something significant. I noticed a lot of light workers have a natural knack for singing, like they can at least hold a tune. I have a theory that it's because you have to have access to the creative part of your brain, and so a lot of us had time to explore that, whereas other people, depending on which household you grew up in and stuff, maybe their creativity and exploration of that was restricted. But I feel like 9 times out of 10, you'll notice if you watch other tarot readers and you ever hear them hum or sing or something, tell me I'm wrong, y'all. Tell me I'm wrong. So yeah, voice, y'all. Somebody's, whether they've used it or not, they're starting to find their own voice, or they're listening to a voice that's helping them find their voice, or helping them just find their footing in life, or find their confidence. It's something with confidence too. Okay, because you have to have enough confidence, and you also have to be confident enough to trust your intuition. And for people who, like, it's hard for them to believe things that they can't see, it's hard for those people because they don't want to be wrong. They're more like striving for perfectionism instead of authenticity, which, you know, could be laced with trauma, could be laced with ego, whatever it is. But the sound produced by using the vocal organs, especially the sound used in speech, the musical sound produced in singing, a right to express an opinion, that's significant. Somebody has a right to express their opinion. With, you know, narcs and shit like that, y'all, it's like they cannot have enough bandwidth to understand that not everybody thinks like them. They assume that they do. That's why they have no self-awareness when they behave so weirdly. And like, you know, for instance, if they impose a competition on you and they got it in their head that you do stuff like that, you want this. Okay, no. It's like stuff like that. But I feel like this could be somebody who was listening to the wrong voices, but now they're really like paying attention to which voices that they, you know, give their ear to. That's very important, y'all. You know, who you stimulate your mind with, the environments, the people, the belief systems. I mean, it's all very important, and it intertwines with where you go and end up. Okay, so don't just like give access to your chakras to anybody. Okay, you know. I keep telling people this, but, you know, for people that just want a lot of attention or to fit in, they don't get it. They don't. Hopefully one day they will. Okay, so voice. I like it. Somebody could have a strong throat chakra here. Somebody's voice carries, man. Or is about to. Child. A not so privileged lady. And a child. Okay, so maybe somebody's not courting somebody because of a child. Maybe, you know, there's a child involved, but they're only together with somebody because of a child. Or if it's not that, somebody's not courting somebody because of somebody's innocence or their childlike energy and they don't want to corrupt it. Or a privileged lady in reverse doesn't like somebody's innocence and doesn't want somebody to court somebody because maybe they don't want to see somebody have a great fortune, or they'll miss out on a great fortune, or they're not going to get it. Huh. Okay. But somebody's not going to be trapped, or they're trying to avoid prison. Okay. Interesting. Maybe somebody's afraid of saying something because they might feel like they'll get in trouble. Maybe they actually did something that is worthy of trouble. But it's like that's where humility and leaps of faith come in. If you actually, like, want to fix it somehow, or and it's not bullshit, maybe you have a chance of, like, you know, some kind of cooperation, or I don't know. So somebody that's not, maybe somebody's thinking about trapping somebody with a baby because they don't want somebody to court anyone else, or because somebody's not courting them. And they feel like somebody's going to leave, like, because, or, oh, a thief here. So somebody stole something because they don't want to be in poverty here. And they're scared that I mean, this could be actual jail or spiritual jail. Because this is somebody that is a not so privileged lady. I don't know what the story with that is. Maybe because they don't want to apply themselves, or because they've had a bad run, or I don't know. Let's find out more. What is this, please? Okay, you were just saying that, Tracy. Let's see. Okay, so April could be significant. April 18th, April 12th, April 29th, December 29th, December 18th, December 4th. Okay, life path 4, 9, 3, 11, or 2. The past returns for a time. Ooh. Ghost of the past. Oh. A powerful energy shift at the bottom. One more. A tempting offer has a high price. Ooh-wee. So somebody wanted to return to the past for a second, and it turned into a marathon. And now they're in deep water because they took a gamble that's not looking like it's working out here. Yeah, but because there's a powerful energy shift here. Yep, I feel like somebody spent their time doing the wrong things. It was low vibrational, maybe, out of ego or insecurity, maybe. They took a gamble, I'm getting. Okay. A tempting offer has a high price. Okay, so somebody shouldn't have done this. Because now they're stuck with a child and somebody's not courting them, or there's a broken court. Yeah, and now they're also trying to avoid prison. Yeah, that's not good. That's the worst way to read this. I feel like it might be that. Somebody was so gung-ho about, like, controlling a situation, or, you know, winning something, because I feel like because it came from the wrong place, y'all. Or maybe they interrupted something cosmic. I want to take her for a ride on a big jet plane. Maybe they stopped the plane, y'all. Somebody didn't get to take a ride. And this is their karma or something like this. Put it where it fits, y'all. Okay, so October could be significant. Somebody could be 42, 24. They could be born on the 24th. Somebody could be 38 or be born in 83. Okay, October 24th, 29th, 12th, 18th, 4th could be significant. Yeah, okay, let's see. Very interesting stuff. And somebody took a gamble, and now they're literally trying to avoid prison because they I feel like they did some F shit, y'all. they did some shit. This is how you learn lessons. You know what I mean? This is why you always do things from a pure place, not out of insecurity. Okay, I am committed to my, yeah, this came out in reverse. Somebody wasn't committed to their growth. They didn't set routines and habits that help them evolve into the fullest potential. Okay. They didn't do that. That's why. It wasn't meant to be. See, when frequencies aren't, it's like, okay, this is like, hypothetically, let's just say there was a feminine that really wanted a certain person. And so they took a gamble thinking that it would secure their life and it would be happily ever after, because they maybe they like planned it all out and they interrupted the jet plane that somebody was supposed to go on, y'all. And now, and they thought that if they had a child with this person, that would also lock it in more. But it turns out this courtship is, somebody's not going to continue courting somebody. Or because somebody's innocent and somebody got caught trying to, you know, manipulate or steal or something like this. And it wasn't coming from a pure place. That's why it didn't work. The Most High didn't write that contract. You know what I mean? Karma always comes heavy with the wrong contract, y'all. So that's why it's so important not to force anything, even if it's so miserable and painful, because you're so attached to something or a certain outcome or a certain person, and you got really attached to it, and maybe even somebody manipulated you to do so. It doesn't matter what the circumstance is, no matter how much it hurts. What is meant to be yours will never be forced. You don't have to go chase after it. It's going to stay or come back to you on its own, because it's like there's a magnet in the frequency. But you can't mistake a magnet in the frequency for like addictions, because that's a different kind of magnet, y'all. All right. Okay. So there's something going on here for a not so privileged lady. They wanted to be privileged, but I feel like maybe it was at the expense of somebody else or somebody else's jet plane that they were supposed to go on. And maybe this is somebody who, you know, love bombed. Checkmate, game over, y'all. Yep, that's what this is. Oh no, sure is. Yeah, detour in reverse. This didn't work out, y'all. This is so direct. Oh my god, the kleptomaniac petty theft. Yeah, so somebody tried to steal somebody's journey, their opportunity, their love, I don't know. They derailed it, is what I'm getting. And this is their karma? Yeah. Because somebody doesn't want transactional love anymore. Or somebody's not going to accept transactional love. So this is an awakening or something. Okay, the initials HIJKL, first, middle, last, could be significant. Coach. Somebody coached somebody to go the wrong way, and this detour didn't work out. Oh boy, somebody is possessed by a demon. That's why. They literally couldn't help themselves. They were compulsive to make this go their way. This must have been an ego thing, y'all. Yeah. 77 could be significant. Somebody's luck is going to change. Something's totally shifting here. Yeah. Something new. Exactly. Okay, well, I like this. This is interesting. It's exciting and painful for some, but that's the lesson that they need to learn that they've been avoiding. You don't get things this way. Ever. You're setting yourself up for failure. If you studied psychology or did any healing work at all for yourself, you would have known that already, and you could have saved yourself a lot of grief. Just because you want something doesn't mean that it's yours or you're meant to have it, y'all. But it also doesn't mean that there's, like, just because you're not meant to have that, there is something, though, that is meant for you. But you have to complete the lessons. You have to be ready for those things that you want. Otherwise, this is all about control. Nobody's going to stay. It's a very fragile foundation. You can't enslave somebody. You know, with your demons. That you gotta face your demons, not unleash them onto other people or be possessed by them. Yeah. There's no liberation, there's no freedom in that. So, okay, well, let's see what is going on here. Okay. What else do we need to know, Spirit? Wow. HIJKL. Checkmate. Ooh, this is like... So, this could have been a thing where it was only a delay. Somebody could have known that this detour wouldn't work. Because maybe there's another person that is actually meant for this journey. Because it's in their contract to maybe work with this person. Or they're the frequency that's meant for them. You know what I mean? Somebody took a bad gamble, yo. There's repercussions for this. Yeah, wisdom in reverse, exactly. Yeah, that's why you communicate and come to an agreement. This is how you end up in hopeless situations, y'all. By doing dumb, impulsive shit here. 222 could be significant. February 24th, February 22nd. Okay. Somebody communicated and agreed to something stupid and hopeless. And it's like they just jumped on it before getting an outside perspective. They didn't realize that's where the voice word is significant. They listened to the wrong voice. You should always get a second opinion, okay? And then you should reflect and go inwards and get your own opinion on top of it. Sit with that. Hold space. Process your emotions. You can't just jump from one thing to another. It'll never work. I don't care if you think you're the master manipulator of the ages. It'll never work. Okay? So this is a bad backfire, y'all. I mean, a child can be worked out. It is what it is. It sucks because it's like you didn't have to bring a child into a broken home, but you know, if it is a child, if it's not a child, it's somebody is innocent. Somebody. No, this is about a child, I feel like. It really is. Yep. Well, maybe you'll go to prison and the baby daddy or baby mama will be free and they'll link up with the person that they were meant to. And then you won't have to deal with it. I don't know what to tell you. Yeah. Oh, when somebody thinks of something or someone, they get just overwhelmed with emotion, y'all. Their memories coming back and they're in the feels. Yep, this is why you don't deactivate and just jump right on in, y'all. This is a hard lesson, but that's the thing. Sometimes people don't learn unless it's hard, unless it's life-altering, unless it's, like, so burdensome and just so hard to, like, undo, you know? People need to understand that there are consequences to action, so you need to be sure. That's why it's so important to, like, sit before you invest in something. Because, like, some things are fantasies. They're not real options. They might feel exciting, but that doesn't mean that you should agree to it, you know? Like, all right, so let's see. So what's going on? Give me more info. Good morning. What's up, Soul Tribe? Ooh, it's getting lit in here. All right, let's see. What else do we need to know? So, somebody had a sweet dream regarding, like, having a home or a mega project, but it just is lonely.